joining Ageless Ambition. And I want to thank each one of you for joining us, and especially those who have subscribed. I really want you to know how much I appreciate you. For those who have just joined for the first time, my name is Rita Robinson, and you have joined Ageless Ambitions. This podcast is about a specific group of people. The group of people I'm talking about, some of you call them seniors, some of you call them elderly, some of you even call them old people. But I call them people living their very best life, staying relevant. And you'll know what I mean in just a couple seconds, because I have an exciting couple that's going to come on and share with you what they're doing to stay relevant, to have excitement in their life, and just enjoy what God has blessed them with. Their name is Garry and Molly Smith. I want you to know this couple is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They are both motorcycle riders, and today they're going to share some exciting things, some wonderful stories, and just let you know how life is treating them. I'd like to introduce to you Garry and Molly Smith. Welcome, you two.
Howdy, Miss Rita.
Hello, darling.
And
so good to see you.
And I'm
both.
Garry.
You're Garry. And you must be Molly.
I'm Molly.
Thank you both for joining me today. I am so excited to have you both here and share and just tell your wonderful stories and just, I'm excited.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So why don't you tell the people the reason that I have you here?
Well, Molly and I are retired. Like you said, some people call us old, seniors or whatever. However, we don't feel that way. We feel like we're young at heart. We enjoy doing a lot of things and stuff. Our main thing is we love riding motorcycles. And we both ride motorcycles. Now, Molly is almost 75 years old, and she rides her own motorcycle.
Wow, that is
70,
absolutely amazing.
And I ride my own motorcycle. But besides the motorcycles, we just like going across the United States, going to different motorcycle rallies, Sturgis, Daytona Beach, Bike Week, just you name it, we're going to go to it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And I also understand not only do you ride motorcycles, but you skydive and...
No, we don't skydive yet.
Okay.
We zip line.
Zip line. That
Love
is
the zip line.
Zip line.
And
okay, well, I'm not going to put skydiving past you two.
Oh, that's next time around. Right now,
okay.
I'm sticking to the scuba diving and the zip lining, the motorcycle riding, the casinos. We love going to casinos. I know some people do, some people don't, but we enjoy that. But we like traveling and just seeing all types of sceneries and stuff.
That is awesome. How long have you guys been riding motorcycles?
I've been riding since I was 15 years old, so I've been riding for about 50 years.
Okay.
Now, Molly.
I started riding in 2018.
2018.
So she's been
That
riding.
is, yeah, you've been riding. I got to stop saying driving. My son corrected me. You don't drive a motorcycle, you ride a motorcycle.
That's right.
And tell me about the enjoyment that you get from riding motorcycles.
Well, when I'm riding a motorcycle, everything just leaves. All your worries, all your cares just leave you. You're riding along, and on the back of my motorcycle, I have a little decal that says, my kid's inheritance. And I get a lot of people that pass me, and they'll blow their horn, and they'll give me the thumbs up.
That's awesome.
That tells me, that's right.
That's right.
Enjoy it.
Spend it.
Spend it. Enjoy it. But you've got the freedom, you've got the wide open space around you. You just you and God's country.
That's amazing.
And you you're just free.
Now, Molly, I saw you one day when you drove up to church. For those of you who don't know, we go to the same church.
Yes.
And I was so amazed when I saw you ride up, and you had on a helmet and a leather vest, and
Yes.
I was floored, but you look absolutely amazing.
Yes. My leather boots, my leather vest, and on my leather vest is all the patches of the different places we've been. We collect those, and it's of course, you wear your helmet for safety, and we have microphones in our in our helmets that when we're riding, we can talk back and forth to each other, communicate at all times.
So
That's awesome.
yeah. So guys, you never completely get away from your wife. Even on a motorcycle, she's talking in your ear.
Well, we have to do that because if I've got to go to the potty, we got to stop.
That's right.
That's right.
And stop now. Not later, now.
And plus, too, one of us may miss something. Like a lot of times, Gary will see something and say, "Hey, did you see that really pretty patch of blue bonnets?" And or I might say, "Hey, did you see that old car over there?" You know, because when you're out there seeing the United States, you see such beautiful scenery. You see unusual things, and we share it with each other and make sure if I miss it, he'll catch it. If he misses it, I'll catch it, and we share it with each other.
But the thing about it is, I'm always up front. She wants me to lead. So I'm very observant. You know, I retired as a police officer, so I'm very observant of things around me. So I'm looking ahead to left or right. So I'll let her know, hey, look, coming up to your right, look at this, and, you know, show her things. And you do see a lot of unusual things.
Okay.
A lot of exciting things too, but you do see a lot of unusual things.
Now, Molly, you mentioned that you had a lot of patches.
Yes.
Tell me about the patch that I found so awesome.
Well, a couple of years ago, I decided we were going up to Sturgis, South Dakota, and I was 73, and I wanted to get my iron butt patch.
Now, she said iron butt patch.
And you get that if you ride your motorcycle over 1,000 miles. And it's about 1,400 miles from San Antonio to Sturgis, South Dakota. And so I rode my motorcycle from San Antonio to South Dakota. And believe me, when I got there, my butt felt like an iron. Felt like iron. I deserve that patch, and I wear it proudly on my vest.
That's awesome. Now, let me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
How do you feel what you do is impacting the lives around you?
A lot of times when we're riding and we stop, we'll talk to people, and they'll ask us where we're from, and we'll tell them where we're from, and then we'll tell them our ages, and they'll say, "You're riding at your age?" And I'll say, "Well, I'm breathing."
Okay.
And so, yes, you know, because as long as God gives me the breath in my body and the ability to do it, I'm going to do it.
That's awesome.
And,
That's
you know,
amazing, actually.
So,
But, you know, just, you know, what we do, it's not just the motorcycles, it's anything that we do, you know. We do it to the fullest of our abilities. And, of course, we give God the glory for it and all.
absolutely.
But a lot of people will see what we do on a different thing, and they say, "Man, I wish I could do that." And I keep telling them the same thing. You can.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
What would you tell the younger version of you? With all the things you're doing now, and, you know, raising your family, children, the job, before retirement, all of that, what would you tell the younger version of you?
Don't eat that last taco. No, I would tell myself, don't wait. Don't wait on stuff.
Yeah.
Take the initiative and do what you're going to do. Be it in your job, be it in your family, be it in your relationship. Don't wait. You just can't sit back and let things come to you. You need to go after it.
Okay.
Don't wait.
I
Just
like that.
Go for that. You got to go for it.
And I think when I was younger, I would always say, when I get time, I'm going to go do that. When I get the money, I'm going to go do that. When I'm a little older, I'm going to do that. You know, if you have the ability when you're young, don't wait to go do that.
Yes.
Go do it. Go do it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. How do you describe the season that you are in right now?
I'm in the spring of my life. I am in the spring of my life because it's the best. To me, the spring is just when everything is blooming, everything is coming out.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel I am in my life. Everything is new to me. Everything is beautiful. Everything is bright. Everything is there for me to go out and pick and do.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. I love that. I love that. So many times we just don't think about that. And you're right. I love that statement, spring forward, fall back. You guys are definitely springing forward. There's no doubt about that. And Gary, do you feel the same way?
I feel the same way because not just that part of the season, the spring part, Molly and I have only been married, it'll be 5 years in June. So that is like a whole new year for us, a whole new season of another part. I call it the chapter in your book.
Okay.
And this is a new book, new chapter. Or we can say we're writing volume 2 of a book, and we're taking everything we do and we're writing it in that book, so you're starting right now spring, and then you're going to go right into summer, right back into spring, because in Texas, it's all one season.
It's all one season.
But
right? Yeah, it could be dead winter this morning, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you can put on a pair of shorts.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. What is the one message you are most passionate about sharing with people?
Oh, man, the most passionate. That'd be your faith in God.
Okay.
To share it with them. Let them know that with God, you can do anything and everything you want to put your mind to do. Because through all things, God, He's going to help you get it done. That's the thing.
For sure.
So,
Molly, you want to add to that?
Yes, and don't sit there and say, I wish I could go do this. Go do it. God will help you do it. You may not do it like the person next to you is doing it, but you can do it.
Okay.
You may have to alter what you want to do, but you can do it.
What would you attempt to do if you knew without a doubt you wouldn't fail?
everything. There is nothing that I won't try once, twice if I like it, and 3 times if I'm stupid.
Okay.
Because I have done some things that people look at me like, you're stupid. You know, going up that hill on a motorcycle at the incline, and you went up it and you came back down the same way. But you get up and want to do it again because you want to get to the top.
I want to get to the top.
So yeah, it's just keep going forward.
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward and do it.
And do it. I keep hearing you both say that. Just do it.
You have to, because, you know, there's a saying that I got off of a movie I saw once, The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the guy said in it, get busy living or get busy dying.
That's true.
So which one you want to do?
Which one you want to do.
And that's it. That's just,
That's
just
right.
go forward and go for it.
Because if you think about it, that's the only 2 things you can do in life. That is it. You can live it to its fullest, or you can just die.
That's true. That is so true. That is a broad statement.
You know,
It's a very broad statement.
You know?
And I love it. Because, right, if you're not trying to live your best life, do wonderful things, exciting things, then what are you actually working on?
Yeah,
dying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you don't stop. Tell them about that lady and gentleman in Daytona.
We went to Daytona for Bike Week. And we came out the hotel. We were getting ready to get on our bikes and looked over to the left. And there was this gentleman rolling his wife out in a wheelchair. And you can tell that the lady had problems because her hands were kind of, drawn up a little bit. And so I watched a little bit, and all of a sudden he scoops her up out of the wheelchair. And he picks her up and he puts her on the back of his bike. And I'm watching, and I says, oh, no, he's not. And then all of a sudden he kind of straps her in. He puts a helmet on her head. I said, oh, yes, he is.
Okay.
And then he folds up her bike. And if anybody knows about a motorcycle, 90% of them has a rack on the back. And he puts her wheelchair on the back, and he straps it in. And then me, I'm nosy. If I want to know something, I'm going to walk up to that person and ask them. I said, excuse me, sir. I said, would you mind if I ask you, I said, I'm getting ready to turn 75 this year. I said, would you mind if I ask you how old you and your wife are? He says, well, I'm 81 and she's 81. We're both 81. And I said, I just want to tell you that I think this is the most magnificent thing I've ever seen. He said, well, my wife still loves to ride, and as long as she wants to ride, I'm going to take her riding with me. I said, that is absolutely fabulous. Y'all have a very blessed day. He says, thank you. He says, you be blessed too. And he says, and you be careful out there. And I says, I certainly will. I turned around and I looked at Gary and I said, Gary, I said, I want that to be me and you. And Gary kind of looked at me. I said, when we get old. And Gary kind of looked at me and he said, I could see in his mind saying, yeah, you need to lose about 80 pounds.
But it just showed that this lady, at her age and her disabilities or whatever, still had that zest for
life.
That's
and that was what was so cool about it.
Yes, she was staying relevant. 81 years old, staying relevant, to still doing the things that she wanted to do, the things that she loved to do.
Yep.
And nothing was stopping her. And apparently her husband was seeing that nothing was going to stop her. That is so wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
That gave me
so much.
That was inspiration.
That gave me so much inspiration that I knew that, there will be nothing that keeps me from trying anything.
That is something. Okay, what's next for the two of you? Where do you think God is taking you now?
Oh, gosh. Because, the church, we serve in the church and all.
Yes, you do. You serve very well.
Just talking to other people when we're out riding the motorcycles, just being able to, come up to them and say, hey, how's your day going, this and that. And, like Molly's saying, we always tell them to have a blessed day. And most of the time it's reciprocated. And then some of the people don't, so we tried to talk with people about God and stuff a little bit and everything, and their day, how it's going and this and that.
Yeah.
And so what, God has in store is more traveling and things like that, if possible, that if that's what he has us doing.
Yeah.
And just continuing doing our life the way we are.
And I understand you all, for the year 25, you already have it filled.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. We got, like I said, we just finished Daytona. This past weekend was Thunder in the Hills in Bandera. We got Sturgis coming in last part of July, first part of August. Then we have the Texas Open Rally in Galveston in November. We have, not sure the exact date yet, but Alaska planned in one of the times in between. And then next year, starting off is in April, will be Hawaii. And then just whatever thing in between where we go, because like I said, we like judging chili cook-offs.
Okay.
We judge chili. So, and they're in the area, there's normally a chili cook-off at least every other weekend. So we'll get on the bikes and we'll head to them and get in line to do the judging and then go from there. Last year, we went to Terraligua for the International Chili Cook-Off, and we were judges in that. So, and we meet a lot of great people along the way.
I'm sure you do. That is something. I can't even imagine all the different type of people that you meet.
You do,
Yeah.
and it's young, old. I mean, just from our country, from other countries, you know, just everywhere. And like that chili cook-off brought people from Spain, Canada, Mexico, England, although just like the motorcycle rallies.
Yes.
We go to Sturgis, like I said, 85 years. This will be the 85th anniversary. I've been going for about 26 years.
Okay.
This will be Molly's 6th year going.
Wow.
And people go from all around the world. They actually ship their bikes in, then they fly in, they do the rally, and they ship their bikes home, and then they fly home or wherever they go.
They're serious.
Yes.
They're serious.
Yeah.
Really. At the big age of 70 and over, that's what a lot of people call 70 and over, the big age. What would you say to encourage the people?
I would tell people to do it. If you are physically and financially or whatever capable of doing anything, just do it. It doesn't take a fortune to get out and walk down to the park, or to get in a car and drive to a park, or wherever you want to go see something.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. If you're physically able to do so. Like I said, we do a lot of things, but we also just do things around the house. We just got through putting in a garden this past week.
Nice.
So we planted quite a bit of stuff in our garden. And then, so we'll do a little bit of taking care of that and stuff. And that really didn't take a whole lot.
Yeah.
It took some time, and it was a lot of bending and this and that, but it was a lot of fun.
But it was something you wanted.
It was something we wanted to do, and then we're going to reap the benefits of it later. So
that's true.
Maybe a watermelon or green beans or corn coming your way.
Please don't forget a sister.
So there we go. But
don't forget a sister. I would down to fresh vegetables and fruits.
I would tell people just to do it. Okay. I have a brother who's a year older than I am, and he's not in great shape like me and stuff. I mean, not that I'm in great shape, but he's had his issues and stuff. And he always tells me and Molly, man, I wish I could do what you guys do. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, I've never go 1,000 miles on my motorcycle. Because he rides a motorcycle. Yeah. I said, well, do it. Well, I don't know if I can. I said, Robert, you won't know until you do it. I said, what are you doing right now? I'm sitting on TV, watching TV. I said, get up and get on it and go.
Yeah.
Get up and go. Go get do it. And go. And stuff. So I told him, I'll come up. And we did. We drove up, rode up on our bike, got him, and we rode back to Texas, and then stayed a few days, and then we rode back. And he did it and stuff. And I said, that's all you have to do. He
loved it.
He did.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He did. And I told him, that's all you got to do is do it.
Well, I am holding both of you accountable for me riding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We've talked about it, and I'm looking forward to it.
All you have to all you have to do is tell me the day you want to come, and I'll be here an hour early.
Okay. Yeah, because you're going to have to do some encouraging for me. No, not really. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Just like I had looked forward to having you both here today. Thank you for taking the time and coming and talking to our guests and encouraging them, because we need encouragement at this age. We really do. I love both of you.
Well, we love you too.
Thank you.
We do.
Thank you so very much for coming.
We just want to say one thing to your audience. If you are breathing, you can do it.
That's right.
You can just get up. If you don't do anything but get up and go walk outside, take your chair, sit outside, breathe in the fresh air, walk to the end of your sidewalk, walk back. Don't sit in your house and do nothing and watch TV. Don't do that. Go outside, enjoy the fresh air that God's given us.
Yes, yes.
Just get up, move around, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you so much.
I love you, Miss Rita.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both for coming. I love you both, and I'll see you home. the next time, not next week, but I'm going to have Garry and Molly come back because if you remember in the interview, they said they've only been married 5 years. Well, I want them to come back and talk about getting married over the age of 70. That's going to be interesting. So please join us at that time. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining us today. I want you to go out and do something very special for somebody, motivate them, and do something to motivate yourself. Remember, what you are is your gift from God. What you become is your gift to Him. Thanks for subscribing. I look forward to seeing you next time and have a wonderful, wonderful week.